when you think about the weave pattern, there's the overhand weave pattern. Overhand weave. You take the bottom hand home, cross it over on top, and then underneath. Bottom hand comes home, over on top. Bottom hand comes home, over on top. It's a continuous motion of taking the bottom hand, bringing it home, and crossing it over to the other side. Right? So my right is on bottom, I bring it home, I cross it over. My left is on bottom, I bring it home, I cross it over. My right is on bottom, I bring it home, cross it over. That's the overhand weave pattern. The underhand weave pattern, you take your top hand home, cross under, top hand home, cross under, top hand home, cross under, top hand home, cross under. You can do the same thing in opposite direction. So if I am in, okay, you were in underhand opposite. So if I'm in underhand opposite and I cross my hands, I can do the overhand. Okay, I can do the overhand pattern, which is taking the bottom hand home and crossing on top. Bottom hand home, crossing on top. Bottom hand home, crossing on top. Or I can do the underhand pattern, which is the top hand home and crossing under. You can do it as a 3-beat though, is what I'm saying. Sorry. This is a 3-beat weave. Okay, so here. Okay, so my arms are crossed. I was doing the underhand pattern. Take the top hand home, cross it underneath. 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 Sorry, that one was a bad one. Does it help if I slow it down? Can you see it? So look at my left hand. It's the one that's in front. Under, over, home. Under, over, home. Under, over, home. Under, over, home. Now look at my right hand. Under, it's the one close to my armpit. Under, over, home. 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 Okay, so that's one pattern. Then the second pattern is, so I'm in the same direction, right? Left hand is over, right hand is under. Okay. So from here, the overhand pattern is take the bottom hand home, cross it on top. Bottom hand home. So I start with, just for ease, my right hand's on top, my left hand's on bottom. For the overhand pattern, my bottom hand, which is my left hand, comes home, crosses on top. Now my right hand is on bottom. It comes home to its own side and then crosses on top. The left home and over, right home and over, left home and over, right home and over, left home and over, right and left and right. So this is the overhand pattern. So if you look at my right hand, which is the one that is further out in front, right? I'm over, under, home, over, under, home, over, under, home, over, under, home. And if you look at my left hand, which is the one that's closer to my body, here we go, over, under, home, over, under, home, over, under, home. So same direction of poi, one is the overhand pattern, one is the underhand pattern. You got your left hand, which is normal because it's in overhand. Your right hand is the one that's weird. This is the one that does the anti-spin. You have to bring it home, and then when it crosses to the other side, push down and forward. If that wasn't crazy enough to think about, right, you can turn to the other side where your right hand is an overhand and your left hand is an underhand and do the same thing, right? So I am doing the overhand pattern now, but I could do the underhand pattern. Which means when you do your archer fountain, okay, you can go from the overhand pattern to the overhand pattern. Or you can go from the overhand pattern to the underhand pattern. You change direction of the poi, so you're always going to go, like you still go from side opposite. So my left is overhand here, my right is overhand here, right? You're still doing that. You still change direction, but you can do, you don't necessarily have to go from overhand to underhand to make it work. Let's see. I think this is the other one. Yeah. Ooh, yep. Weaker one. Weaker one. Weaker one. Ooh, weaker one.